Your show will go live.
All right, all right, all right. Let's see if we're working here. Oh, it's not, still not working. What is going on with this thing? That's okay. We're working over here, though. We're working over here, Johnson. There it is. There we go. Good enough. What's up, people? How you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. What is going on? Are we live on the internet? Are we live and direct? Let's see if we live and direct, y'all. What is happening? My people, my people, my people, my people, my people, my people. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. What's up, Twitch? Oh, you Twitch. What's going on, man? Don't be a Twitch. What is going on? Are we streaming live? Sending data. Okay, looks like we're good. Can I get a sound check on my people on YouTube? What's up, Sheldon? What's up, Keith? What's up, Sally? What's up, Anthony? What is going on? We are here. David Melford is in the house. My whole crew is showing up. I see y'all. What up, Sam? Give it up for my people on the YouTube. A Tim Black Wolfpack in the house. What's up? We are here. I can't hear it. I just have to visualize it's playing. So Facebook's rolling. We got our customary 3 people on Facebook. All right. Woo! I don't know what's up. Facebook, what's up, Facebook? Please share this on your social media. Make them mad at you. Make them upset. All right, so you're welcome. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. We come to you live and direct on Tuesdays and Fridays with phone calls. And today is no exception. The phone number is up here. It is up here, right? It is. It's present. 319-527-6212 is the number you dial into. Wolfpack's in the house. So what we like to do on this show is we cover a couple of news stories. Then we go to phone calls. We get people involved. We get people amped up. We get them talking because This is a two-way conversation. We have an actual conversation, not a lecture. And it's a dope thing, man. It's an original idea. It's something I've been doing here for years. And this is why my numbers are so huge. That's a joke. No, we do okay. We do okay. And we're trying to do better. And damn it, guys, we got some news to get to. So let me try to bounce to the news. Things we want to shout out. We want to shout out some stuff. Oh, Pause with Tim Black. Now, Pause with Tim Black is a show hosted by yours truly, Tim Black here. And that show appears everywhere on social. And we're working on some other locations, but for now, this is where we are. You gotta be a steward of what you have to get something bigger, right? So we gotta work it. Now, Pause with Tim Black, we do that show 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then I have an occasional bonus show as well. So to subscribe to that as a podcast, because that's also a podcast, you go to timblackpause.com. Because we're on Spotify. Oh, we just became active on iTunes. Give it up for that. So the pause version, the podcast version of Pause with Tim Black is available on Apple Podcasts. Pretty soon come to everywhere that podcasts are found. Well, some places. More places. We're a couple places. I want to give a shout out to my Tim Black Patreons who keep the party going. Thank you guys for being members of the Tim Black Show. So if you want to become a member of the show, which means you value this conversation, you value the phone calls, you value what this platform does, you go to jointimblack.com. That's it. Go to jointimblack.com. Do that. It's dope. Starting at only $5 per month, you get access to everything we put out. And that's at least 20 pieces of original content every month. At least. We do a lot of shows here. We do 5 shows a week. Plus. So a month, that's over 20. So there we go. That's where we are. And like, I'm such a fiend for this, man. I gotta speak to the people. I gotta speak truth to power. That I'm constantly doing extra content. So you get a link to everything I do if you join on Patreon. Shout out to my people on YouTube. Tim Black's Wolfpack on YouTube, because YouTube people get special emojis and badges. So thank you guys for doing what you do. I encourage people to come to YouTube because they got all the little swag perks. And for some reason, I can't get those perks on Patreon. I can't. YouTube's got its own world. Facebook's got its own world. All right. Can we do some stuff now? Can we get into it? All right. Mrs. Black. Thank you, Mrs. Black. Oh, I want to say thank you to my moderators who try to keep it civil so people can enjoy the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Give it up for them, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I'm really short today. Am I really short? Sit up, Tim. Say it with your chest. All right. Let's go, guys. Let's go. What do we want to go to first? I got stuff here. Let's go with the top line. So, oh, you guys see my button? Yeah, I thought I'd break out the old button that we wore. The t-shirts are upstairs. Yeah, the No Joe button. You know the guy they say was a big-time Biden supporter? Yeah, the guy who created these and gave them to all his fans and viewers and supporters of the show. That guy. See, when they smear people and they make up shit, they don't care what's obviously fact-checkable. So it's all good. It's what it is. I just hate that my people, I hate any of my people, I hope none of my people, I hope not a single person of mine fell for it, because that would be a slap in the face. But I thought I'd break back out these buttons that I have to show how I feel about Joe Biden. Yeah, this shows how I feel. See? I even wore this when I went on the Bernie Sanders podcast. I wore it when I've given speeches. I've worn it on this show. Give it up for that. That's right. Don't just tell me how you feel. Show me how you feel. So, wow. I get something to eat. Okay, here we go. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this button, it's not just to be gratuitous, right? I'm not just trying to go over the top and score a few cheap points. I'm wearing this button because it's how black people feel. Yeah, black people are getting really tired of Joe Biden. Yeah, they're tired of this guy. Look, here's the news story I ran across. Here it is. Here's Joe Biden at the Black Economic Summit. Turns out, Black America is losing support for Joe Biden. That's right. They are not feeling Joe. Now that the new car smell is wore off, let's try that again. Now that the new car smell has worn off, Black Americans are coming to the realization they didn't like Joe after all. Their feelings about Joe were rooted in his past deeds as a senator, and it holds up. They had what you would call disdain for him. 20%. A new poll shows 20% crash. Black voters helped catapult President Joe Biden into the White House last November, but Biden's support among Black America is waning. This was reported by Moguldom.com. While Biden's approval ratings are down overall, they have dropped significantly with Black voters. Since July, Biden's approval rating has dropped among Democrats from 92% to 85%. And among independents who don't lean toward either party, from 62 to 38. That's a drop. That's almost 30 points, Johnson. According to a recent AP poll, among Black Americans, Biden's approval rating dropped from 86% to 64%. That's a full 22 points. His approval also dipped among both white Americans from 49 to 42. So Joe Biden's not doing so well in the approval department. And this is why you hear many people say that the 22 elections don't look good for the Democrats. It's not just the fact that, well, they're not getting a lot done. They're having to compromise too much with this so-called parliamentarian, which ain't nothing but a souped-up car that can't run, and a scapegoat for not getting things done for the people. So we got that. We got Joe Biden's numbers dipping. We got the Democrats in the House and the Senate buckling. We got a lot of controversy over what do the Democrats stand for. Some of us already knew. They're corporate owners. That's who they truly stand for. And that is becoming a problem and even more evident to Black America. Now, we already know that if it wasn't for Black Americans, there would be no Joe Biden in the White House. White Americans chose Trump. Some 60% of white men and 53% of white women? So, doesn't look good for Biden. According to this, Biden's support, now whose tweet is this? Biden's support was always misleading. Now, this is CEO Jamarlin Martin. Now, it says here, this got a lot of retweets. It says, folks were jacked up and high on CNN, MSNBC, and anti-MAGA. They're coming off that and becoming less tolerant of more Democratic Party scams. These leaders don't have the convictions to offer Black America anything. They aren't structured to do it. Actually, that wasn't I don't know how many people retweeted that. But I concur that more black Americans are waking up, and I'm doing my best to wake them up to the fact that Joe Biden and the Democratic Party are not serving our interests. And the numbers don't lie. The numbers are what they are. I think a lot of the reasons why people supported Joe Biden is that they just wanted to get rid of Donald Trump. They are frequent viewers of MSNBC and CNN. But what I've been trying to repeatedly make people understand is that going after Democrats or going after Republicans is not the same thing as supporting black Americans. Black America needs legislation that will improve black American lives. Getting rid of Donald Trump or ushering in Joe Biden ain't necessarily going to get that done unless they are willing to do that, unless their goal is to do that, unless we make it their goal by making it a demand. That's the only way we're going to get those things done. And if that's what black America needs, and I believe that's what they need, then that's what they should be doing. All the pushing of Jim Clyburn is not going to change the fact that black America is disappointed in Joe Biden thus far. So, it goes on to talk about the mandate, folks. According to this article by moguldom.com, good spot, good website. I like what they put out. It says there could be several reasons for Biden's fall in approval ratings among black voters. According to a new Morning Consult poll, Biden's approval rating among unvaccinated black folks dropped 17 points since he announced plans to implement a federal vaccine mandate for companies with more than 100 people. They say that may be one reason why. The mandate was part of a larger initiative by the Biden administration that includes requiring vax for all federal employees, workers with federal contractors, and healthcare workers in most institutions that receive Medicare or Medicaid. That was reported by Yahoo. Not reported by Tim Black, YouTube. Not my saying, the saying of Moguldom, the saying of Yahoo. I'm reading their article. Don't strike my channel. That's what they do, you know. Other news media can say what they want. If we say it, then we're being misleading and we're endangering the public. These are the reports coming out of Yahoo. Morning Consult. That was the actual Morning Consult poll I cited. Okay. Now, don't get it twisted. Biden is still popular amongst black voters. Still popular, 71%. According to the Morning Consult poll, gave Biden an approval, an approval of his job performance. 71% approval of his job performance thus far. But that's down 20 points. With a little bit of luck, it'll go further if Joe Biden doesn't implement policies that help black folks. That's right, Joe. Get in there and use that pen to do something besides usher in a crime bill that sends a lot of black people to jail. Get in there and use that pen to the benefit of black people. It's amazing that people don't understand that a white middle class was created by a pen. That same pen excluded black Americans in order to create a black middle class. It's more than just bootstrapped, but actually aided by our government. It's going to take a president to go in or a legislature to go in and make it a policy. Joe Biden's slipping in the darkness, and it can't come fast enough if he won't do what needs to be done. All right, let's go on to the next story, guys. Next story. An Oregon man is charged in a fatal shooting of a black man who spoke to his girlfriend. Let me say that again. In Oregon, a white man is charged with the shooting of a black man because the black guy spoke to his girlfriend. Here goes the guy. Man's name is Ian McKenzie Cranston. A grand jury this week indicted Ian, a 27-year-old, on 6 charges in connection with the shooting last month a 2020-year-old Burry Washington Jr. Those charges include second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter. What else? There's a list. Hold on. There's a list of things here. The 6 charges Ian was charged with are second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, second-degree manslaughter, first-degree assault, and two counts of unlawful use of a weapon. Cranston appeared in court on Friday and is being held in the Deschutes County Jail without bond. He has not entered a plea. So he hasn't pleaded one way or the other. Now, according to information released about this, now this is one of those stories, guys. It took place on September 22nd. Early September 19, according to a September 22 news release, Cranston was initially arrested on a single charge of second-degree manslaughter and had been released on bail. So that's what it was. It gets a little confusing. Initially, he was only charged with one charge. He was released on bail. He posted bail, he made bail. Under pressure, the district attorney charged him with additional charges. Or the grand jury, I should say, came back with additional charges. That grand jury indictment and those additional charges are what put him in jail without bail. So there's some confusion about why he was released to begin with. You can just imagine there were a lot of upset folks wondering why this killer was still on the streets. According to a statement issued by Kevin Sally, an attorney for Cranston, says that indisputable video evidence shows that before Ian drew his weapon, that Burry and Ian were in a provocation. So, I don't know what that means. According to CNN affiliate, prior to the shooting, Washington had complimented Cranston's girlfriend, but there was no allegation that anything Mr. Washington did was inappropriate. So that's the thing. He complimented her in a respectful manner, Hummel said. She was fine back. She said, "No, thank you. I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship." So he complimented her. She was fine. She said she was fine. She said, "No, thank you." Or was she fine? It's kind of cryptic here. I don't know what the compliment was, but he said something to the lady. The lady said, "Hey, I'm in a relationship," and kept it moving. However, Ian was not happy that Mr. Washington, Burry Washington, spoke to his girlfriend. He said some words to Mr. Washington. Mr. Washington said some words back. There was some pushing, some jostling, some punches thrown, but then it all calmed down. So it's important to note, this was not in the heat of the moment. It was not going to get out of hand. Then Mr. Cranston pulls the gun out of his waistband and shot and killed Mr. Washington. So this was not a case of, in the heat of the moment, they're both fighting, someone pulls a gun in the middle of a fight, someone's losing a fight. No, the fight was over, the men are separated. Cranston's still upset, he pulls his gun out and shoots Mr. Washington, according to witnesses. Now, even though Cranston's white, Washington is black, Hummel did not seek a hate crime charge. Yet the case remains under investigation. If we obtain evidence to prove that this shooting was at least partially motivated by race, we will go back to that grand jury and ask them to add the charge. Once again, it's believed that the initial interaction between Burry and Mr. Cranston began when Burry complimented Mr. Cranston's girlfriend. Hummel says, "Our country has a disgraceful history of denigrating, prosecuting, and lynching black men for talking to white women. Over the last week, literally hundreds of people called and emailed me to remind me of this history. Okay, so just some words here from Mr. Washington's mother. She said, this legal case is a lot, and will try to lay my son to rest. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, of course, our condolences from the TBTV crew, Tim Black Wolfpack, to Mrs. Washington, the mother of young Burry Washington Jr. We do have a sordid history in America of black men being tortured, maimed, burnt, lynched for just looking at a white woman. And in many cases, proven to not even be true that even occurred. Here we are with this case. Now, hopefully more facts will come out. No one has a cell phone. You know, we film everything that happens. If a man falls down his driveway because there's ice on it, we get that on film. You know, someone slips and falls in the mall, we get that on film. Everything's caught on film. No one in a bar full of people saw two people fighting, decided to film it. Someone's got film. Someone's got footage. Where's the footage? That's all I'm saying. Now, we've got 6 charges on this Ian Cranston guy. And there's some pretty heavy charges. But we like to see that the hate crime charge as well. See, that's what an anti-lynching bill would do for us. It would give us that ability to tack on that additional time. Like, no one knows would Cranston have acted the same way if a white guy spoke to his girlfriend. He grabbed his girlfriend, spoke to her. That's it. That was enough to send Cranston over the edge. I'll update you to this story as we get more information. Horrific story. Let's not BS ourselves. This is pretty standard. It should not be that shocking. Should not be that shocking a story. America has a history of this. All right. Next story, guys. ESPN's one of their anchors just got sidelined. Her name is Sage Steele. I don't know, like, why they hired this person. Well, I guess I do know. I think they know why. They hired because, well, she's a white supremacist who happens to be black. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to show you a clip of her having a conversation that's pretty repugnant, that made its way on Twitter, that kind of went viral because you look black. That's all America needs. That's it.